Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, 10 Skill Squad? It's me. I'm here. And we are going to... What? What's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, we are going to... We're going to fix this. Not fix it. Although it's not really in working order at the moment. Yeah, we're going to upgrade this bad boy today. So, hello, happy Saturday. And let's do it. Malik, why are you saying on us? Malik, why are you saying on us? Hi. Oh, Zach's in the house. What's up, dude? I got my puppy dogs in the house, so if you hear them panting and running around in the background, that's my dogs. They're hanging out with me today. Fine, I didn't want to help anyway. Okay. Hey, man. It's not my fault you're at work. Anyway, we're gonna do some HPI things today. So I don't even know what all is in here. It's been a while since I've messed around with this car because it's just not great. But today we're gonna make it better, by golly. Yeah, we got a couple receivers in there. Not sure why. Those are gonna go. Yeah. Winder, Georgia? Jeremiah's from Winder, Georgia. Well, hello from Northwest Ohio. It's cold here. It is cold and unpleasant. Just fix up my Losi Tenacity, Mojave, and Big Rock. It's a good day for RC. I'll be watching while I wrench myself. Nice! Yeah, you know... The list of things that need fixed seems to be bigger than the list of things that are currently in perfect working condition. But, you know, that's just how it goes in the world of RC sometimes. This freaking thing. There we go. Hey, man, your channel is awesome. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that, buddy. I try... my best. Winder, the eye is like eyeball emoji. Jeremiah, I'm not sure I follow. So here is the 20 turn brushed dynamite motor that I currently have in this thing. I think it still works, but for as many motors as I've gone through in this rig, like, it's time to just put a brushless motor in it and be done with it. These, I don't know why, but this chassis in particular, I've gone through like 3 motors. The stock one I burnt up because I ran it on 3S. Then I put like a hot racing, I think it was like an 8 turn, maybe even a 5 turn. But I burnt that one up, and then I was like, well, I'll put this thing in there just because I had it laying around, and yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. So all that's going to change today. If you don't break it, you weren't playing with it hard enough, or didn't let you drive it. Yeah, that's very true. Although, you know, if I break something because I'm just being a moron, or like, you know, really going hard on it, like, I'm not nearly as upset as when something breaks and like there was no reason for it to break. You know what I mean? Like with this thing, it's like, come on, I don't even really push it that hard, and yeah. So here comes the good stuff. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. I got one of these. I don't know if you guys have much experience with this brand. This is the Surpass Hobby. I actually had one of these motors in my Traxxas Fortec 3.0, and I bent the motor shaft. Yeah, not really sure how I bent the motor shaft, but I bent it. But other than that, I actually do like the motor, and I've heard good things about their ESCs as well. So we're going to put in this platinum. You see that? Platinum, it says. I don't know why. But this is only a 45 amp, so we're just going to be running this on 2S. Not a big deal. And yeah, we're going to put a good old brushless motor in here, and hopefully that will solve the problem of motors burning up and this thing having just not quite enough jam. That's my biggest complaint with these. It's just you just always want just a little bit more out of them. Just messing with you. Love your channel, by the way. Thanks, Jeremiah. You can mess with me all you want, brother. It is all good. Let's see if I remember how these go on there. It's kind of a weird motor setup on these. I think it goes up and down like that, maybe? How did I do that? Yeah, I think it goes like that. So that goes straight up and down, and then this is your set screw for that. I think that's right. Yeah, but first we should probably get this pinion refitted somewhere in there like such. Vito, this is the Hpi D10. It's a four-wheel drive touring car. They make this in just like a regular touring car setup, and then they make this, which is like their drifting setup. Yeah, basically the only difference is the electronics placement. The drift chassis has the motor in the front and the servo in the back. The regular touring car setup has the motor in the back and the servo in the front. Just a little bit better weight transfer or weight distribution for drifting. Yeah, something like that, I'd say. Oh shoot, I'm a dummy. I had to put that on first. Gosh darn it. Yeah, this is not a tutorial. Have you had any fun with RMX? RMX. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So I'm going to say no. Is that a brand? Do I have one? Dude, I've got so many. Oh, the MST RMX 2.0. I'll tell you what, King Wally has one, and it's I can actually see it from here. I'm looking at it just over there. He's driven it a couple times. I've driven it once, and yeah, I mean, for a right out of the box, ready to run drifter, it performs awesome. You know, for the money, I think it's probably just about one of the best values out there. Because literally, you just take it out of the box, assemble just a couple things, and go drifting. So, yeah, I'm a fan. And it looks really cool too. He's got the M3 BMW body on it, and it just looks wicked. Alright, so this is going to go in there like suches. Is that right? I think I've got that. Right. Ah, come on. Yes, I need to move that. I need to move that pinion way out. Like that much. Mine sucks because I went cheap with the wrong electronics. LMAO Traxxas VXL. Did you see that HPI is opening a big hub warehouse in the United States? They can support our needs. Ha! You know, HPI HPI has been through a lot in the last few years. I don't know how many times they've been like bought and sold, and yeah, it's been a bit of a fiasco for old HPI. But that's good. I mean, if they're, you know, I think they really need to focus on taking care of their current customers as opposed to just like, oh, here's a new model, or here's a re-released model, and yeah, just buy this new thing, and you know, don't worry about support for all the vehicles that you know you have and can't get parts for. Don't worry about that. Buy this new thing from us. So if what you're saying is true, or if they actually hold up their end of the bargain there, that will be wonderful. I mean, yeah, it's HPI for you. Mine was the kit. Yeah, this was not a kit. I bought this ready to run, and I made a couple videos on it. The first video on it, I was pretty hard on it because I was a little disappointed with the out of the box experience. Because I mean, it wasn't really cheap. You know, this thing was still relatively expensive, and you know, for the money, boy, you didn't get much. This thing's been totally upgraded. New suspension, new diffs, new output shafts, new drive shafts, new center shaft, new suspension, and now it's getting all new electronics as well. So yeah, the out of the box stock experience on this thing has not been great. And I've put just as much. I've literally doubled my investment in this thing, and now I have almost tripled my investment in this thing. And at the end of the day, it's a four-wheel drive shaft-driven drifter, you know. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, need to find my hardware. There's that one. There's that one. Let's see. HPI used to be king before, cough cough. Traxxas came along with their X-Max. I still have my Savage 6S Flux. Nice, dude. I lust after an HPI Savage XL, the Nitro truck. I would love to have one of those. Yeah. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. When I have all the money in the world. Oh, come on. You can make a bandit for speedruns easy. Dude, you are speaking the truth there, my man. Yeah, King Wally and I both have bandit drag cars, you know, that you convert with the slash low center of gravity chassis. That's not the right screw. And yeah, they're freaking awesome. Mine has got a 4S system in it, and it's way too fast. It's way too fast. It's geared really, really, really high. Like, I did the math on it, and the top speed, according to the gears and the motor and the voltage, is like over 200 mile an hour. Obviously, it would never go that fast. In fact, probably around 60 mile an hour or so, the front end just lifts up, and it's undrivable. But on 2S, it is a freaking ripper. All right. 4S, yeah, man. It's not quite a 1-to-1 gear ratio, but it's close. It's close. I was like, you know, I'm not an RC drag racer by any stretch of the imagination. So my theory was, you know, I'll just put a real big motor in it, and I'll put real tall gearing in it, and we'll hope for the best. And yeah, that's what I did, and it rips. So that is my 2S drag car. And then I also have the Team Associated DR10, and that is my 3S drag car. So, you know, no matter what kind of batteries people are running, I got something to hang with them. All right, that gear mesh actually looks pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten it up. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not bad at all. Come on. Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah. So what do we think? Where should we put the ESC? I think we're going to have to put it there. I think we're going to have to put it there. I don't think we have much of a choice. All right, let's see what's going up with you guys. What's up from North Carolina? Oh, what's going on, dude? I used to hang out in North Carolina quite a bit. Really dig your videos. Thank you, Rodney. I appreciate it. You can make a bandit for speedruns easy. I think I already addressed that. Love these build videos. Thank you very much. Anyone else ready for OSU versus Michigan? Oh, you know it, dude. I got barbecue chicken in the fridge, just waiting. Let's see. Hey, what is your favorite on-road car? Favorite on-road car? At the moment, favorite on-road car at the moment is probably the Arma Infraction Mega, which has got a 6S system in it at the moment. Yeah, I haven't even driven it on 6S, but like just working on that thing and blowing it up and wrenching on it and playing around with it and upgrading it has been super duper fun. So yeah, I don't know. I get almost as much enjoyment out of wrenching on things as I do actually running them. So yeah, but second favorite on-road car, I don't know, Felony, Arma Felony. That thing's a wicked monster. Let's see, 132 feet is not even close enough for it to even peak. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you gotta wind that thing out. Good morning, my brother. How you doing? Very good, Mr. Danny RC Mike. Very good, man. Happy Saturday to you. How's Ethan doing? Is he working today? He sure is. What's up, Vito? That says Vato, Joe. I think he meant to say Vito. Maybe you meant to say Vato. Do you think you could make a 4-tech 6S? Yes, you could, but I don't really see the purpose. You know, anything over like 3S or 11 volts, basically, you are at the point of diminishing returns. Yeah, you can fit a 6S system in it. You can fit 6S worth of batteries in it. But you are going to be not only is that going to be heavier, you're adding quite a bit more weight there, but you're going to be at or beyond the limits of what that chassis can physically do. You know, yeah. Those gears, those diffs, those tires were not meant to spin that fast. Yeah, you could do it, but yeah, you could go arguably just as fast for less money and, you know, with a Hobby Wing Max 10 system, you know. I'm going to try and clean this old goo off the best that I can. Yeah, exactly. I upgraded the 4-tech 3.0 that I've got to a 3S brushless system, and geared it pretty high, almost the tallest gear that you can fit in that thing. I mean, the thing rips. It's really fast, but you know, at top speed, it's not very stable. And yeah, you know, I stripped the spur gear in it, you know, on the second or third run. Yeah, just because, you know, you're really exceeding what was meant to be done with that with that chassis. All right, I need some double-sided sticky tape is what I need. I think I've got some somewhere. If not, I'm gonna have to pull out the shoe goo and shoe goo the dang thing. Oh, I guess we could put on the motor cooler. That doesn't fit quite as nice as it should. So 4S would be max. Dude, I run 3S in mine, and I think it's got, I don't even know what ESC is in it. I think it might be 120 amp ESC, so I think technically we could put 4S in it. But, I mean, again, you know, you're really reaching the limits of what that chassis is capable of. You know, you really need to up the actual, you really need to up the rest of the chassis before you can, you know, go 60, 70, 80 mile an hour reliably. I mean, there are definitely 10 scale touring cars that go that fast. But yeah, I mean, first of all, it's a Traxxas, so, you know, it's not hating on Traxxas at all. But they're not really I don't know. They're not really built as stout as you would need them to be. How's that? There should be some of those clear Gorilla tabs left. Oh, that's right. I think I even know where they are. Bam! Good looking out. Good looking out. I made my Vortex Hot Rod 3.0 3S, and it's plenty fast. Yeah, exactly. If you want to go, I guess here's how I decide how and what to upgrade. I think what is my goal with this? Is the goal to like achieve a certain top speed, or is my goal to make a video that I think is interesting or that I think other people would find interesting? Do I want something that's going to be just like super reliable no matter what? You take it out, you throw it on the ground, and you go ripping. Like, what is your goal? And then once you answer that question, then you say, okay, what's my budget? You know, and depending on what your budget is, how much you have to spend, how much time maybe you have to upgrade it. You know, maybe you're better off, rather than spending the money on a brushless system or a 4S system or a 6S system and gearing and wheels and tires and all that good stuff, maybe at that point you're just better off getting like an Arma Felony or an infraction. Or even a Vendetta. I mean, Vendettas are $400 and they're freaking quick. And I think they're just like a 3S system. But, you know, if your goal is, I just want to make something crazy, and reliability is not really a concern, and, you know, you enjoy building, hey, go for it, man. I say go for it. You only live once. Oh, that is gonna be all. I better make sure the body still fits here. We might be a little too tall there. Ooh, I mean the body fits, but just barely. Yeah, the body fits, but barely. But you know what? We're just gonna YOLO this thing. Boom. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you probably noticed that I don't have a receiver in here. Well, I got one right here. Pearl, hello, good day. Ethan, you were the only one, LOL. How's everyone today? Thompson RC wants to know how. I think everyone's doing good. I haven't had any mean, nasty comments yet so far, so that's always a plus. Sweet. Okay. Receiver can go there, obviously. You know, maybe the ESC can go there. Is there enough room for it? I don't know. I mean, I guess there is. What do you think, guys? Should I have more weight forward or kind of evened out like such? How should I do this? If I put it in the middle, it's gonna have to be mounted sideways like such. And then, yeah. And then I don't have a good place to mount the switch. Unless I just mount the switch right in the middle. I don't know. Toward the rear, to the back, where you had it. Back. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think y'all are right. What receiver am I using? I am using, give me just a moment here, let me finish sticking this down. I'm using the Spectrum SR215. This is a 2-channel receiver. I believe it's a DSM-R. Is it DSM-R? I don't know, but it works with the DSM-R. Yeah, I think it's DSM-R. Yeah, so it's just a little 2-channel receiver. These things are too expensive for what they are. I would not recommend. But, you know, that's just my experience with it. Yeah, something like suches. So, we'll stick our fan motor in channel 3, which isn't really a channel. Our steering servo will go in channel 1. And our ESC, we're going to have to loop around. And sticker. Oh, and it's got that stupid little thing on it that I'm going to have to cut. You guys, don't you hate it when your servo has this little like key on the side of it and your receiver does not have the key hole and you got to chop the side of it off? Come on. Those Ghoul motors aren't bad either. Yeah, man, those are either hit or miss for me. I've had plenty of them in the past, and they either burn up on the first run for no apparent reason, or they last a long time. Like, it's usually either one or the other. So yeah, and I'd say my success rate is probably about 50-50, but they're so cheap you can't even really be mad at it, you know? Can't even really be upset. I don't feel nearly as bad losing a Ghoul RC motor or ESC as I do, you know, a Hobbywing Max 10, you know? Ah, come on, get in there. Come on. Have to trim more off? I gotta trim more off. Oh man, I bought the Spectrum DX5C for my first ever build, not knowing about about the Spectrum tax on receivers. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah. Needlessly expensive, I'd say. Like, it's cool if you have, it's cool if you really want to use telemetry, because, you know, DSMR really makes telemetry easy, especially if you have like the DXC. Like, I've got the DX5 Rugged over here, which is actually what I'm going to use. Right, so this thing does all kinds of clever good stuff. It does all kinds of clever good stuff, like telemetry, battery voltage monitoring right on the receiver itself. But you have to get the really expensive receivers to do that. This receiver does not do that. So why is it so expensive? I don't understand. I don't understand. Let's see. LOL. Same with Senwa. I learned Des Micro is love. I'm not sure what that is, buddy. FlySky GT5S are nice. Yeah, I mean, I've had a few of them. But I actually always end up breaking the wheel. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, but after the third one, I was like, nope, forget it. I'm just going to buy a nice transmitter and be done with it. So I bought the Spectrum. And in retrospect, it was probably the wrong... It was probably a mistake. But oh well. You live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. All right, I cut this down more. Is it actually going to go in there? I keep getting distracted, guys. Yeah, this way. Yeah, now we're in there. Cool. All right, so I'm going to chop down one of these Gorilla sticky pads. Oh, that is perfect. That is perfect. It's almost as if I knew what I was doing here. Come on. Sticker this way here. Boom. Boom. Now, look at that. I can bunch up all my wires. Maybe get a little zip tie. Zip tie those bad boys in there. Then I just have to figure out where to put the switch. Where to put the switch. Can you recommend the SG1603 drift truck? Oh my gosh, yeah, man. That thing is super fun. Yeah, it's super fun, and it's got huge headlines. I mean, you know, it's got electronic stability control. You know, it's got a gyro in it. It's got the headlights. You know, with like multiple different modes. Yeah, and now a lot of people are building on that chassis, so now you're getting all kinds of bodies for it as well. Yeah, definitely. I really like the brushed version of those chassis for drifting. Yeah, absolutely, I recommend it, man. Abso-freaking-lutely. In fact, you know, they just released like the rally car versions of that chassis. And I had a blast with those things. They're really cool. Hey man, you missed the Bars and Tones giveaway for his Arma Granite. You didn't respond and someone else got it. Oh, that's not to me, Riker. My bad. I thought you were talking to me. Bummer. Arma Granites are fun. Is that Surpass Platinum Series motivation I see in there? Yes. Yes, it is. Platinum. Because baller. I suppose we should probably throw a battery in here before we get too carried away and make sure this thing even works, right? Maybe set up the transmitter. Let me grab a bat tray. Yeah, man. This is my second Surpass hobby anything. I had a Surpass Hobby motor in my Fortec 3.0 and I bent the motor shaft, but I figured, you know, the reviews are really good. A lot of people seem to have really good luck with them. The price was right, so I figured I'd give it a shot. I'd give it a second chance. Boom. Okay. Let's fire up the old Spectrum here. And now we need to go to Model Select, New Model. What should we name this? Should we name it? What should we name it? Right now it's called New Model 18. Let's just name it Skyline, shall we? Platinum! I'll forget what that means, though. I'll be like, what in the heck is Platinum? What car is that? I think we ought to just name it Skyline. It does take forever to rename stuff in here. The Platinum Skyline. Ooh. Well, I already got the S and the K started, and this thing is a pain in the butt to rename models. I wonder if it came... I don't think this thing came with stickers either. That's probably why they're so cheap. They're like, yeah, we're not going to give you instructions. We're not going to give you stickers. You're on your own. Daisy, what are you doing over there? Sky Platinum. You know what? I'll see if I can get Platinum on here. I'll see if I can get... I'll put as much of Platinum on here as I can. You guys stoked to watch some football today? I am. I wanted to get this done before football started. All right, guys. I'm going to name it. Here, I'll show you what I named it here. It is named Skyline P. I don't know if you can see that or not. Skyline P. That's all I can fit on there. I guarantee I'm still going to forget why it's called P. But whatever. Alright, now we need to bind this thing. Boom, bind. Binding. Let's see, HPI touring car with Platinum ESC motor. Yeah, I could never fit that on there. Oh, Joe's playing Forza. Sick. Bind failed, it said. Okay, let's try again. Binding. There we go. Got him. Alright, so forward is reverse and reverse is forward. Let me make sure I've got it set up here correctly in the transmitter. Yeah, that's all set to normal. So what I'm going to do is swap over two of these leads. And we're basically reversing the polarity there, or changing the phase. Yes, sir! It's alive! Guys, how cool is my little motor fan? It's got a little rising sun Japanese flag on it. Which is super fun. Atomizer, what's going on, dude? Joe keeps seeing King Wally's high score in Forza. Man, I'm gonna get... I need to download that thing. I need to download that game and take you to school. Take you to school. We already know what's up on Need for Speed High Stakes. Had to take you to school on that one too. Just got back, forgot the stream was playing in my pocket. Nice! Yeah, man, what a world we live in. Where you can, you know, where I can, like, live broadcast to you guys and you can carry me around in your pocket. How freaking crazy is that? Maybe it's not crazy. Maybe it's creepy. I don't know. You be the judge. Alright. So I need to mount this switch somewhere, and I have no idea where to put it. Like, the wire on this thing, they don't give you any freaking length on it. Like, where are you supposed to put this? Will it even reach around this side? Can I give it the old reach around? Dude, barely. Maybe I just have to put it right here on the back. Maybe that's the ticket. Might have to be. They don't even give you a screw hole for mounting purposes or nothing. I think it's just gonna have to be on the back like that. And I think this little pad might be the perfect size. Or it might be a little large, but whatever. On the TV and the phone. Dude, I know that maneuver, Joe. I know that maneuver. For sure. Yes. You know, I've done that in the past, you know, where it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna chop the wires, wire them together, and be done with it. That way you don't have to worry about a switch. But I don't know. It's nice having a switch, especially when you're troubleshooting stuff. Yeah, especially on like 6S stuff, you know, where you have multiple batteries. It's nice to have a switch rather than having to unplug multiple batteries and such as. Sweet, dude. I'd say we're ready for a little zippy tie. Do I have any zippy ties in here? No. I've got some somewhere, I'm pretty sure. If not, I could probably even use electrical tape. Here's a zippy tie. Boom. How fast is the car? Ugh, not fast, dude. It's not really made for straight line speed. In fact, it's really hard to drive this car in a straight line. This is a drifter, so it's got hard plastic tires on it. Actually, I think these are actually a softer compound, but you know, plenty hard for drifting. Yeah, I don't know how fast it is. It's got a 22 tooth pinion in it, and I think it's a 55 tooth spur, and we are running 2S in it, and it's got, you know, just normal touring car tires. So I don't know, you do math. Come on. Boom. All right, that's not so bad, right? Just gotta kind of, you know, tuck those up under it. Yeah. Yeah. And now, this thing does look really cool. That's one thing I gotta That's the one thing I will like give HPI credit for. They have the best, in my opinion, they have the best stock bodies. Like, they're all so epic. Like, name a bad one. Name a freaking bad one. You can't. There aren't any. All HPI bodies look sick. Yeah. Check that out. It looks pretty fierce with the little intercooler sticking through there, doesn't it? I think so. I've had this intercooler literally for years, and I was like, alright, I should actually try and put it on something, so there it is. Yeah. Yeah, what do you think? Pearl says, dope. Where do you find those HPI painted bodies? Oh, dude. Well, this one came as a ready to run, so it came with the body. Yeah, but I mean, you can find them on Amazon every once in a while. You can usually find them on the eBay, you know, when people are parting them out. And yeah, this one actually came with. What you're recording with? We're recording with my phone at the moment, just because I didn't feel like setting up the streaming rig. Is this a drift car? It is. They make this as a touring car as well. This is the drift layout. So the motor ESC servo layout is different in the drift chassis as opposed to the touring car chassis. But other than just the physical layout of the electronics and motor mounts, they're exactly the same. But it is pretty detailed. I mean, we've got disc brakes with calipers on it. You know, obviously they're not functional, but they look really cool. Yeah, it's got licensed tires and wheels. Yeah, so these are like, you know, licensed Toyo tires. And I forget what wheels these are. Are they Koenigs? Are those Koenigs? Does anybody know? Are there any JDM fanboys out there? Looks sick. What's the difference in layout? I will show you the difference in layout. Well, this one's all different now because I just upgraded the bejesus out of it. But the drift layout has the motor and gearbox mounted in the front, and then it's got this really long servo extension arm, and the servo is mounted in the middle, ESC in the back. The regular touring car chassis has the motor and gearbox mounted in the back, servo all the way in the front, and the ESC and receiver in the middle. That's the only difference. So this is the D10. D meaning drift. But they also made, I think it's a T10? Is that right? I might be wrong about that. But the other layout it came with the Toyota GT86 body, or Subaru BRZ, or Scion body, whichever flavor of that chassis you like. But yeah, there she be. Sweet. Alright, well that did not take as long as I thought. The white ESC looks awesome too. Yeah, exactly, man. I used chalk to make a track, but it rained off already. Bummer, dude. Bummer, dude. We just use cones for the most part, you know. Little 10 scale cones. In fact, I 3D printed a bunch of cones. And cones look really cool when you knock them over in slow motion, so yeah. Oh, that E30 BMW is something bad. Yeah, dude. Yeah, HPI makes some sick stuff for sure. But they're just, I mean, it's so expensive, and the parts support is terrible. Alright guys, what do you think? If you've got any questions, if you want to do like a quick fire round, or if there's anything specific you want to see, now is the time. Let's do it. Get those questions in there. And don't forget, if you ever wanted anything from 10scalegarage.com, like if you want the I'm Huge in Japan K-Truck shirt, I'm giving you guys free shipping on everything. So please take advantage of that because now is the time. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to afford to do that again. So I'm literally paying the shipping on it. Yeah, if you ever wanted anything from 10scalegarage.com, now is the time. Alright, so if you got any questions or if there's anything you want to see specific, get them in, and then we'll get out of here and get ready for lunch and get ready for football. Best budget 380 motor combo. The brushless grasshopper. Ooh, boy, is the grasshopper gonna take a brushless system? I don't know, man. You might have to upgrade the gearbox on that. Yeah, Ghoul RC. I have a Ghoul RC 380 brushless motor in something. I can't remember what it is now, but yeah, it works great. Works great. Haven't had any issues with it yet. Kyosho Phaser Mark II are nice vehicles. I have 2 of them. They handle great and bodies are very detailed. Yeah, man, I've got a Kyosho Phaser Mark II as well. I've got the AMG Mercedes-Benz body on it, and it is sick. I actually locked the rear diff in that bad boy, put an aluminum drive shaft in it, which is like, the aluminum drive shaft is an essential upgrade in my opinion. Put some Hot Boy drift wheels on it, and the thing handles awesome, man. I freaking love it. Let's see. Nice one, dude. Watching you in my man garage. Nice. In the UK. Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. I'm truly international. We are covered in snow at the moment. Bummer. Keep the awesome vids coming. RC, love to everyone out there. Thank you so much, Andy P. It's pretty cold here as well. Not snowy yet, but it is cold. I've got some epic indoor activities planned. In fact, the indoor shenanigans that I'm planning is just right off camera over here. HPI made a Sprint 2 drift. Yeah, dude. The HPI Sprint 2 drift is an amazing chassis. In my opinion, probably the best 4-wheel drive drift chassis out there. I mean, that thing is so buttery smooth. It's really, really versatile. Built really well. Love it. King Wally's got one. It's sick. Have you taken the rally out since you fixed the spur? I took it out in the back here just to like kind of give it a shakedown, and the thing freaking rips. It runs better than it ever has before. So I need to get that out. But if you're into rallying, next year I've got some really, really cool stuff coming. Let's see. See you in an hour, buddy. Awesome, dude. RC Show Off says later, guys. Later, Anthony. We'll see you real soon. It's cool cars. I like the Skyline body to look good. Yeah, dude. The Skyline body looks sick. And it's an R34. Probably the best. You watching the Ohio State game? Absolutely. Wish you could find an R8. Oh, man. Does HPI make an R8? Dude, there's a lot of R8 bodies out there. If you really want one, just I can help you out with that, Joe. No problem. How much did the car cost? Ooh, I think brand new this car was almost $300, and then I put about $180 into upgrades in it, and then brushless motor, new receiver, ESC. I don't know. I've probably got maybe $70 in that stuff as well. So it is way too expensive for what it is. There's a lot better bang for buck options out there for sure. I'm from Austria. Nice, dude. Greetings. Netherlands are greeting you. Nice, dude. Let's brushless the hell out of that 10 scale. Yeah, man, it is definitely brushless now. I'm excited to actually run it. Let's see. Go Bucks. Heck yeah. Mini Z is about the only ones I've seen. Oh yeah, they definitely make R8 Mini Zs as well. What do you recommend to get in 5th scale? I don't want to get another X-Max project. In 5th scale? Bro, the Raminator. Yeah, 2-stroke monster truck. It's massive. It's sick. Other 5th scales, I mean, you know, anything by HPI is going to be sick. Yeah. I mean, I haven't had good experience with my Outcast 8S, but that's just me. A lot of people seem to really, really like those. I know it's not 5th scale, but the new Axial SCX6, which is technically 6th scale, that thing looks wicked, man. That thing looks so cool. Yeah, that's definitely on the radar. Let's see. If you really, yeah, okay. Kyosho makes an R8. Yep, exactly. Don't feel bad. I've sunk a decent amount into my Fortec. Yeah, man, it happens. You know, it happens. Sometimes the cheapest part of the car is the car itself. But this thing should handle really, really nice now, and I should not be going through motors anymore. So I'm super excited for that. Let's see. the Savage EX, or the Savage X. Not the Savage XL, is that what you're talking about? Those aren't 5th scale. I think those are 8th scale, but they're really big 8th scale, and they're awesome, and I would love to have one. What is your fastest car? The fastest car at the moment is probably either the Arma Felony, my drag car, or maybe even the Arma Infraction Mega, because it's got a 6S system in it, and I've got some pretty tall gearing coming for it, so it should go like the Dickens. I am excited. It's Kyosho, good stuff. Are we still talking about Mini Zs? For sure. Most Kyosho stuff is really, really good quality. You know, it's those Japanese. They just overbuild everything. So, yeah, I definitely recommend Kyosho for all your 10th scale shenanigan needs. Rovin 5B, 5th scale Brabby goodness. Yeah, man, exactly. All right, guys, you've done it again. You've squandered away another perfectly good hour watching the 10th scale garage live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Saturday to everyone out there. Don't forget, use promo code THANKS at 10thscalegarage.com, and I will pay to ship whatever you want out to you. So make sure, if you want to take advantage of that, it is only good through the end of the month. I literally cannot afford to do it any longer than that. so take advantage of it while you can if you want. Yeah, we're going to get out of here. We're going to eat some barbecue chicken wings. We're going to drink some adult beverages, and we're going to watch some football. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys really, really, really soon. What do you think, dogs? What do you think? You ready to watch football? Let's do it. Let's do it. You probably need to go outside, huh?